type of helicopter the military has. The crew complement on board the big carriers, 679 people. There's purpose-built accommodation for up to 250 Royal Marines. And when you add all the pilots, the air crews and the technicians, now we're looking at 1,600 people on board. Reaching speeds of 32 knots plus. Operational range, 10,000 miles. Now these carriers cost £3.2 billion each to build. Now Prince of Wales came back yesterday at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. She'd been gone for about 3 weeks. She's currently carrying out a series of sea trials. This is for getting ready for next year when she's going to do a tour all the way around the world. Queen Elizabeth done her tour a few years ago now. Right guys, we've just passed high tide. So the tide literally has just started to go back out. Now this week the tides have been huge. Really spectacular tides. I haven't seen them this high for